The year was 2002. The business world reeled from massive financial scandals. Enron, WorldCom, Tyco. These names became synonymous with corporate greed and accounting fraud. Public trust in corporations plummeted. Something had to be done. Enter the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, or SOX. This landmark legislation aimed to restore confidence in financial markets. It demanded transparency, accountability, and stricter financial reporting. SOX wasn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It was about the systems and controls behind those numbers. It was about ensuring accuracy and preventing fraud. Although not explicitly about cybersecurity, SOX laid the groundwork for its critical role in financial integrity. After all, in the digital age, financial data lives and breathes in cyberspace. SOX primarily targets publicly traded companies in the United States. If your company's stock trades on a US exchange, SOX regulations apply to you. This includes foreign companies listed on American exchanges, but it doesn't stop there. SOX also extends to the accounting firms responsible for auditing these publicly traded companies. They must adhere to strict standards for auditing and reporting on financial statements. The reach of SOX is broad. It impacts a company's leadership, financial officers, IT departments, and even external auditors. Its goal is clear: to create a web of accountability that safeguards financial data and prevents malpractice. In today's digital landscape, financial data is no longer confined to filing cabinets. It flows through intricate networks, residing on servers and in the cloud. This shift brings immense efficiency, but also significant vulnerability. Cybersecurity is no longer just an IT concern, it's essential for SOX compliance. Why? Because accurate financial reporting hinges on the integrity and security of the underlying data. Imagine a scenario where hackers breach a company's systems and manipulate financial records. This not only damages the company's reputation, but also undermines the very foundation of SOX compliance. Therefore, robust cybersecurity measures are paramount. They ensure that financial data remains accurate, confidential, and readily available when needed. Section 302 of SOX is where the rubber meets the road. It mandates that a company's CEO and CFO personally certify the accuracy of their financial reports. This is no small feat. These executives must attest that they have reviewed the reports, that they fairly represent the company's financial position, and that they are responsible for establishing and maintaining internal controls over financial reporting. Here's where cybersecurity comes into play. Those internal controls must encompass IT systems and data security. How can a CEO or CFO certify accuracy without ensuring the very systems housing that data are secure? Section 302 underscores the critical link between cybersecurity and corporate responsibility, placing it squarely on the shoulders of a company's top leadership. Section 5, Section 404, the engine room of SOX and cybersecurity. Section 404 is arguably the most demanding aspect of SOX, particularly for IT departments. It requires companies to establish and maintain internal controls over financial reporting, or ICFR. This means, documenting every process, procedure, and system that touches financial data. It involves regular risk assessments, testing of controls, and remediation of any identified weaknesses. Cybersecurity is deeply intertwined with Section 404 compliance. Organizations must demonstrate that their IT systems are secure, that access to financial data is tightly controlled, and that their infrastructure can withstand cyber attacks. This involves implementing strong password policies, multi-factor authentication, intrusion detection systems, data encryption, and regular security audits, among other measures. Section 6, Section 409, real-time disclosures, and cybersecurity's critical role. Section 409 mandates that companies disclose material changes in their financial condition or operations in a timely manner. This ensures transparency and allows investors to make informed decisions. But what happens when a cybersecurity incident threatens the accuracy or availability of financial data? What if a data breach exposes sensitive customer information or disrupts financial transactions? These events can have a significant impact on a company's financial standing and must be disclosed promptly. Section 409 highlights how cybersecurity incidents can trigger real-time disclosure obligations. This reinforces the need for robust incident response plans, effective communication channels, and a proactive approach to cybersecurity risk management. Section 7. Best Practices, Navigating the SOX Cybersecurity Maze. Achieving SOX Cybersecurity Compliance requires a multifaceted approach. Here are some best practices to guide your efforts. 1. Risk assessment and framework adoption. Regularly assess your IT infrastructure for vulnerabilities and adopt established frameworks like COSO and COBIT to guide your controls and governance. 2. Strong access controls. Implement role-based access controls to limit who can access sensitive financial data. Enforce strong password policies and utilize multi-factor authentication to prevent unauthorized access. 3. Data integrity and change management. Track all changes to financial data and IT systems through version control systems and detailed logs. Implement a formal change management process to ensure all modifications are authorized and documented. 4. Regular audits and testing. Conduct frequent internal audits and penetration tests to evaluate the effectiveness of your security controls. Work closely with external auditors to ensure your documentation and testing procedures align with SOX requirements. 5. Incident response and disaster recovery. Develop and test comprehensive incident response and disaster recovery plans. Regularly back up critical financial data and practice restoring systems to minimize downtime in case of a cyber attack or system failure. Section 8. The shifting sands SOX and cybersecurity in a changing world. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving. New threats emerge daily and regulators are taking notice. As cyber attacks become more sophisticated, so too does the scrutiny applied to SOX compliance. Organizations can expect more stringent guidelines and industry best practices to emerge, bridging the gap between financial compliance and cybersecurity readiness. Furthermore, companies face a growing number of compliance mandates such as HIPAA, PCI DSS, GDPR, and CCPA. Aligning SOX controls with these broader cybersecurity and data protection frameworks can streamline compliance efforts and reduce overhead. The emergence of AI, machine learning, and advanced analytics offers new opportunities for continuous monitoring of internal controls. These technologies can identify anomalies, detect unauthorized access, and strengthen the integrity of financial data, further bolstering SOX compliance. Section 9. Tailored advice, SOX and cybersecurity for everyone. Navigating the complexities of SOX and cybersecurity can feel daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Here's some tailored advice for different audiences, for novices and small business owners. Start with the basics. Ensure your financial records are managed securely even if you're not publicly traded. Implement simple measures. Use strong passwords, encrypted backups, and reputable antivirus software. Remember, best practices for financial and data integrity benefit everyone, not just large corporations. For IT professionals transitioning into compliance roles, familiarize yourself. Study SOX frameworks and relevant sections thoroughly. Document everything, maintain detailed records of all security controls, updates, and tests. Communicate clearly. Collaborate closely with financial and audit teams to align IT initiatives with compliance requirements for experienced auditors and cybersecurity experts. Embrace automation, leverage AI and analytics for continuous monitoring of internal controls. Stay ahead of the curve, keep abreast of regulatory changes, case studies, and industry benchmarks. Think holistically. Integrate SOX compliance efforts with other cybersecurity standards for a unified governance approach. In conclusion, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, though primarily focused on financial transparency, has profound implications for cybersecurity. Robust cybersecurity measures are not optional, they are essential for ensuring the integrity and reliability of financial data. As cyber threats continue to evolve, so too will the demands on internal controls and reporting standards. Embracing a proactive cybersecurity posture is no longer merely a technical necessity, it's fundamental to corporate governance, shareholder trust, and long-term business success.